Okay folks, let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Yeah, it had treats in it. Let's see if we can make it really nice. Even though it's a piece of shit, piece of junk. It's blurring. I hate when it does that. Okay, let's see what this is. We're photocopying, folks. We have here, okay, a piece of an M&M's packet. So we're going to make this into something interesting. I don't know how it's going to look. If it's going to look any good, or if it's going to look like a real piece of shit, like it is, as a piece of garbage. So I'm just going to angle it. Hope it turns out a treat. Got to put a piece of paper behind it. I like to have paper behind these, but I might think that maybe, I don't know, we're just going to leave it like that. And we're going to just put a piece of blank paper behind it. So then we can drop the dock feeder on it. Yeah, that's come up looking quite interesting, actually. I do think we can move it across, maybe move it across that way, or maybe we could use that as our master copy. That's obviously, ew, it's all bubbled. I hate it when it does that. Even though we've got different paper. Oh shit, I didn't notice that. That's really, really, really bad. I don't know what causes that problem with this photocopier, but it's really quite bad. I don't know why it's doing that. It happens every now and then, but it's really nasty looking. I'm just distracted now, folks. I'm distracted by that little drama. So I'm just going to look. And this user interface, incidentally, is a pain in the ass. The man behind the company, Konica Minolta, his name is Shai Yamana. He's a fucking idiot. He doesn't know how to build a decent copier system. He really knows how to build shit. And yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this incident with the toner is a part of the design of this piece of shit. You know, I really want to redesign the photocopier one day. I have a real big case for redesigning the fucking lot, and this is coming off really badly. Looks interesting though, I must admit. It has an artistic feel to it, but I still don't like it. But basically, the photocopier industry is full of assholes, full of charlatans and idiots. They don't care about the product, they don't care about the environment or you and I. They just care about themselves and their fucking money. That's all they care about, folks. That's just the bottom line is what they care about, and that's the money. They're really nasty people. People who don't care about the future. They just see money, dollar signs. And the people who can redesign the photocopier successfully, they're what's known as toner heads. Toner heads being photocopier nerds. Well, these photocopier nerds have the key to the future of the photocopier industry and the environment and other things. But we can't get them. These toner heads are not allowed to partake in the companies. They're not allowed to work in R&D, research and design. They're not allowed to. They're just cast aside. You know, they just don't the industry wants cheap and nasty labour, and you just get legacy software in machines all the time. The same old features, the same old stuff, nothing new, nothing exciting, nothing cutting edge. The only thing they might be doing that could have some use is they're de-featuring the equipments, and this is really fucking up my photocopier badly. I'm going to utilise that. I'm going to maybe... that's a good question, what I'm going to do with this shit. Just wondering which one we're going to use. But basically, the photocopier industry is full of shit. Now look at this, you know. And this photocopier, incidentally, is 5 years old, and it's nearly near the end of its use-by date. If I need a technician, and Konica Minolta have pulled the spare parts, I won't be able to get this problem fixed. It'll cost me too much. I'll have to get a new machine. A new machine, folks. You hear that? A new fucking machine. And it's really not going to be any better than what we have. I'm going to try and... I should really run a blank sheet of paper through this. I'm going to run a blank sheet of paper through. I'm just going to... I'll just leave the dock feeder down. Why should I have to do this, folks? You know? So the photocopier industry is just full of shit. And I've lost my settings. So I'm just going to run that bloody mess off the paper. But you know, the photocopier industry, this photocopier is going to be technically obsolete next Friday, and it's less than a week away. That looks better. We got most of the shit off, I do think. I think it shouldn't be like that, you know, just because I'm doing heavy, solid black. I have to put it all back together now. I have to just do, look at that, it's fucking diffuser assembly. I'm not a technician, folks. I used to be a technician. I was no good at it. I'm not going to pretend I'm a technician and I know this shit, because I don't. I have to assume that I don't know, even though I think I might know, because I'm just not a technician type. But I do a lot of toner heads only able to become technicians. They don't get the privilege of working in R&D. I met a person from the R&D labs who worked in R&D for both Xerox and Canon, and he used to back in the heyday of the early 90s or the mid 90s. I think he said he got tossed out, I think in 1997, 1998, that's when most of the talent got offloaded. And he was running a chicken shop when I last saw him, and I won't name him, but basically he was really grieved that he couldn't work in his beloved industry anymore. So, you know, it's really hard. And he was really good, you know, and there were all these other talented people. Because in the old days, back in the early to mid-90s, a new range of photocopiers would usually include an exciting array of new features. And I used to love it, you know, new machinery, new features, you know, everything just different and exciting and all that. And now it's like, where's the excitement now? Where is the newness of it all? It's all fucking legacy software, folks. Just legacy software and smoke and mirrors marketing and shit. The photocopier industry's full of it. And I don't care what they think of me. I don't care anymore. I couldn't give a flying fuck who it is. Whether it be Canon, whether it be Konica Minolta or Xerox. I don't care. Or Ricoh. If they hate me, they can go fuck themselves. This is to the whole of the photocopier industry, folks. Screw yous, fucktards, retarded monkeys, cunts, bitches, sluts, whatever name you go by. Fuck off. What else can we do but swear at these bitches, folks? What else can we do but show frustration? What can we do, folks? And again, that corner is not looking too good. I'm not liking it, folks. I do want to tilt that M&Ms on an angle like I had there. But it looks like the M&Ms are really not turning out too very well. I think it's, yeah, shouldn't be an excuse for bad design to say, oh, it's too heavy. You put too much heaviness through it. You know, it's like, fuck off. You know, fuck off, industry. You don't know anything. You fucktards. You make this shitty, revolting technology that doesn't last. You upgrade. You only allow the hardware to change, not the fucking software. You fucking idiots. I see right through you, fucktards. And the man behind Konica Minolta, Shayamana, his name rhymes with banana. Shayamana, why don't you go scratch your armpits, chew on a banana, and screech and jump up and down. I'm a monkey, I eat bananas. I screech for bananas and so do my employees. Whatever, folks. I'm so over it, folks. I had to let that one go. That's Shayamana and his cohorts being monkeys, eating bananas and doing stupid things. But enough of that crap. We're going to make this tilted more. Whew, that was a bit of exercise, if ever there was. Okay, we're just going to angle it further like we had before. So it's going to basically produce that horrible effect. But it might be a good thing for this, hopefully. But I really hate the industry, folks. I have no fucking respect for the photocopier industry. No, they're a bunch of monkeys. They hire cheap labour because they don't want to pay them too much. The big people, the CEOs like Shayamana. So they hire people, and people like this man I told you about, this R&D person, he gets told he's too overqualified, which is really a cop-out, which means we're not willing to spend much money on quality labour. We'll buy cheap monkeys as labour, and we'll just fucking, yeah. Okay, we're going to use that as our master copy, and we're going to enlarge down. It looks really quite interesting. But yeah, I just get the feeling that the whole industry is just diseased with this money fuckery. It's a disease, folks, and these people are full of it, full of shit. And then smoke and mirrors marketing. They don't care about the product. They don't care about the human race. They don't care about the environment. They just care about themselves and their own fucking revenue. And they wonder why people like me want to revolt. And yet the photocopier, the people that held the key to the future are people who are basically what's called toner heads, as I'll reiterate. Toner head is another word for a photocopier nerd. Like, I am a toner head. And I'm a toner head that's willing to put my reputation on the line, and I'm willing to sacrifice any kind of friendship with the photocopier industry. I don't care anymore if they hate me. I don't give a shit. I couldn't give a flying fuck. I used to think that if I did something to upset a company like Xerox, for example, I used to think Xerox meant respect. Respect Xerox is what I used to say when I was young. And now it's like, fuck you, Xerox. I don't respect you anymore. I won't respect you until you fucking change and allow toner heads. But where is Xerox here in Australia? There is no Xerox in Australia. It's been... Fuji Xerox was absorbed by Fujifilm. And Fujifilm is bullshit. Fucking hate Fujifilm. You know, Fujifilm can go fuck itself. Stupid fucktards, ugly bitches, stupid technology and name film. Why do they use the word Fujifilm? It's just so fucking old-fashioned, folks. It really is. I do think yellow is a better colour for this. Fujifilm, what sort of a name is that? That's old-fashioned. We don't have film anymore. Film is gone. Why the fuck are they going back into the past? Because they live in the past. Because money fuckers typically look to the past for answers. And it's really silly. And that's come up looking quite interesting. I quite like that effect. That M&Ms. M&Ms indeed. Looks like we got rid of most of that, but maybe it's added something to it. I don't know. Folks, but yeah, the photocopier industry's got to change. We need more new software. We've got to concentrate on the software rather than the hardware. The hardware's got to last like 60 years because we've got to look after our planet. We've got to use less virgin materials. We've got to mine the rubbish tips of the world, the e-waste dumps and the rubbish tips to get our raw materials to build better copier systems. And we don't use, as much as we can, we stick with recycled materials instead of using what's called virgin or mined materials. So we try to recycle. We concentrate on the software development, change the software and all that instead of the hardware. Instead of making the hardware unserviceable after, say, 5 years, which I was told is the typical time, this photocopier probably won't be serviceable very soon. I could be wrong, but hopefully I'm wrong. But basically the photocopier industry is full of shit. They just want to sell more hardware because, hey, it makes more money. I'll have to fork out another $5,000 for another machine, and I haven't got that kind of money, folks. This machine's on a bank loan, and I'm not rich. It's on a bank loan, and this bank loan won't be paid off for a year later after this machine becomes technically obsolete. So 6 years for the bank loan, 5 years for the longevity of a typical longevity of the equipment. So I'm not happy with the way the industry is. But what can I do? I'm just going to revolt. I'm just going to talk about it, put it up there, show the world that they are suck shits. And this has come up looking quite interesting. I think we can now call this demo quits.